greetings worldwide. And welcome to another program for Obidati Family TV. Now, Hope Alive be the program where you just enter. And I greet on a morning, afternoon, and evening, depending on where on a day. So today, we don't come again. We'll be saying a Saturday, now resting day. But as we see how it take end for court yesterday, nobody rest. Even the judges, na marathon, the lawyers from morning till evening. But at the end of the day, there is victory. Now the thing where they important, now be that. So now welcome. So today as we enter the program, we get plenty of our obedient movement people where they for Zoom. They won't join me for this conversation because you don't get Baptist propaganda and APC propaganda where they go on everywhere, say P2B don't close in case. But they no understand, say now first half we day as football, they be. Now first half now we do. So we don't shoot all our evidence in and we get our people where we say, like Dr. Telbert, we go analyze them, go explain and well, make our people for understand how we take score for this very first half of this very, whether 90 minutes, if not for football. So it be. So this very first half, how we take score, you can go give on just a bit of this thing. But before we start this, make we look at how the court take end that yesterday, because if you know the court sit till about 7:45, then come out from court around 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So no be small thing, like above 12 hours of marathon, judges and lawyers and the witness and everybody in court. Now night, then take go house. So make we see quickly how then summarize them so that we go start the talk and the conversation with our obedient people for Zoom.
The PDP has closed its case at the Presidential Election Petition Court on a day the party presented its 27th witness after completing the 3 weeks allotted to it by the court as contained in its pre-hearing report. The party had at the beginning promised to call about 100 witnesses. Enahoro Eba, a self-acclaimed member of the Obedient Movement, said he obtained the documents from the Chicago State University. Another document is the National Youth Service Corps Discharge Certificate, which reads as Tinubu Bola Adekunle, and the Chicago State University certificate belonging to a Bola A. Tinubu. The witness also tendered a copy of the United States Court judgment on alleged forfeiture of assets belonging to Mr. Tinubu and a printout of a Guinean passport with the name Tinubu Bola Ahmed. During cross-examination, the witness admitted that he had previously instituted a criminal complaint at an Abuja Chief Magistrate Court over Bola Tinubu's qualification, a case the Chief Magistrate chose not to sit on. And on the forfeiture of assets, the witness also conceded that there was no plea taken and no trial or conviction reached by the U.S. court against Tinubu. Enahoro Eba said he was not aware if Bola Tinubu denounced the Guinean passport purportedly issued to him by a former president of the country, Alpha Conde. Chris Uche, lawyer of Atiku Abubakar, consequently closed his case, while lawyers of INEC, Bola Tinubu and APC will open their defense on 3rd of July.
We fielded our last witness today, who, as you can see, tendered very, very critical documents pertaining to the qualifications of the second respondent, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the academic qualifications, including the NYSC certificate, and then the conviction, the criminal forfeiture judgment from the U.S. as well as the Guinean passport. So all these documents were admitted by the court.
The Labour Party has also closed its case after calling 13 witnesses.
Certainly, you don't expect me to be pleased with the conduct of INEC, which is now in the public domain. But that notwithstanding, we still made impressive presentation. There is one fact that can never be denied, that can never, ever be denied, and that is to say, we tendered blood ballot papers 18,088.
This comes after INEC, Tinubu and APC opposed the moves by the Labour Party for extended time for the hearing of their petition, insisting based on the pre-hearing report, the case of the Labour Party too is expected to close along with that of the PDP.
Now welcome back. So as we dey talk, you don't hear how our lawyers talk say they know they happy with INEC. He say clearly, wetin INEC do for this first half no be small thing. But before I go call our people wey dey for Zoom, make them join us for this conversation, make I for bring something, make we clear. Although I go want make Dr. Etel and the others talk about the APC propaganda, media propaganda, where then they carry say our case, say we don't finish them. But waiting, I want make we pay attention to, say, make I use the analogy of football match when I talked before. We get first half, we get full game. Now first half we just finish, and this very first half with the lead. If you look your screen now, you feel they see the things we be say we don't throw in for this first half. So now we the lead. And again, another thing when I want bring to our attention for discussion today. Now the fact be say this place where then they no be trial court. Trial court they different. This one na court of appeal. Now the meaning be say INEC be the people wey don't give the first judgment. That declaration wey dem do na in dem time to be the first judgment. And now we they go appeal am. So as we they go to appeal am, as PO, His Excellency P2B, in talk say we will prove it. Now to prove it, he is to bring in everything he has. As we they talk now, the whole court of appeal, all their warehouse, they filled up with evidence. They don't try. They don't try. You know, they easy. Pile them up. Even the ones who be say they no gree bring, we go bring them out, carry and go give them, then go stamp certify, talk say na their document be that. Because all of them na their document. So make una understand them from that very level. INEC na them first give the judgment. Now as them follow us come to this court of appeal, them come become petitioners again. You see, so now be the worry where our lawyers they talk say INEC is just, they need to even review the electoral act, because you no go give judgment finish, then you go come become petitioner. So now so it take be. So that very tweet, one of our person tweet, I like the tweet. That is, he say credits to him, JP. He said the APC is on a heavy media propaganda to suppress our voices and the court of public opinion. He said, do not be distracted no matter their antics. We must keep our eyes on the judiciary to do justice in these cases. And he outlined the cases, and I believe it's in your screen. He started mentioning Tinubu's drug case, which is that very $460,000 for feature. The 25% in FCT, which has not been discussed at this level. We have the forged certificate, which even PDP is hitting in on. INEC is not following their guidelines, which we hit every day. Shetima's double nomination, which is a clear case. Then we have the rigging that is massive. And then we have dual citizenship and perjury. Now, what he concluded, he said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be sacked. Nigerians, keep your eyes on the judiciary. Stay focused. Dr. Etel, Dr. Chioma and Juliet, And we get our own Onyeka from Canada. All of them na diaspora people will be say the thing they touch as they take the happen for Nigeria. But make we start with Dr. Etel. Etel, how you take see this APC propaganda say P2B and the Labour Party Kate don't close because Nigeria they see everywhere now.
Well, it is expected, and I am not in any way bothered. It is their stock in trade in any war, because this is a legal war. There will always be the propaganda group. Even the war that is happening in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, propaganda is going in the media and all those things. So it's expected, no problem. But what is important, which is what I would want our audience and Nigerians to hear is, I've received like about 5 different calls from different countries of the world since yesterday evening till now. And I promised all those people to join us today and hear this thing in a simple explanation. A lot of people are worried, is that all? All those things, just like that? No. What happened is like a builder, a master builder knows how to gather the materials. They've given you the site. They've come to pour the sand, pour the gravel, brought the cement, brought the metals for the reinforcement. And the lawyers, our lawyers are like the builders. All those gravel, cement, sand, and co are the evidence, those evidence that have been brought in and admitted. So it's more or less the building board have accepted those materials that you can use it to build. Now that we have the Labour Party has finished presenting its case in the court with all those certified true copies, witness statements, and everything they have brought in there, they are now going to go back, the lawyers are now going to go back and write a comprehensive argument, whereby they will begin to link the evidence that was tendered in court in the form of all those videos, certified true copies, the testimonies of the witness, the expert witness, and all the other witnesses that came. They now summarize all those things, linking them to the Constitution, the impact of those things to the Constitution, and also the Electoral Act, how the Electoral Act were violated by INEC by reason of those evidence that were presented. They will write a comprehensive essay and they will present it in such a way that the judges will read it and make meaning. All those evidence that were dropped there, they were giving them exhibit number, exhibit this, exhibit that. When they are now writing their report, they can now refer, they will say, my Lord, refer to exhibit this and connect it with this section of the Constitution and look at how it affected the Electoral Act and how the regulator INEC did not do the work they are supposed to do. They will now say, okay, my Lord, look at this particular evidence. Look at how INEC injured us by this evidence. And then they relate it with the Constitution and the Electoral Act. It is going to be a big work again. So what they have done was to get their evidence cleared and admitted. They will now go and use that evidence to summarize a beautiful argument that they will submit. When on the, I think 3rd or 4th July, when the respondents, that is the APC and INEC and co will come, Labour Party is now in a good position to cross-examine them. And let me give an example, because INEC is going to find it very, very hard. As Chidi said, it's like after the first half, we have scored all the goals. And you know the way they play something like Championship League. If you are hosting, you are at a disadvantage. If the away club scores a goal, it carries more weight. It's like INEC is hosting, and we the away club, have scored more goals. So they have more goals to score to be able to counter our own. For instance, INEC certified blood results. If INEC staff comes now to defend all those prayers that Labour Party made in court, which they must come. Because if they did not come, Labour Party can now tell the judges, we made a prayer and INEC could not come to defend themselves. And if they come, the Labour Party will now say, well, now maybe their witness is in the box. Labour Party will say, okay, so and so place, you are INEC, you declare the result. What was the result you declared there? If they say maybe 7,000 to APC and 2,000 to Labour Party will now go and bring out the certified true copy that is blank and give him and say, it was this certified by INEC? Yes. Please, can you tell the court what is in this result? If he mistakenly said that it is not clear that it is blood, Labour Party can now say, my lords, you people can now see that the result they certified is empty, whereas they declared the result. And remember that certified true copy means the original is what you have, and the photocopy is what you gave, and your stamp is on the photocopy saying, I have the original. So INEC is going to find it as a challenging problem to come and explain how over 18,000 polling units have blood results. 18,000 polling units that will give you about 2 million votes have blood results or mutilated result. Where will they get the answer for? So based on what Chidi said, we are in a comfortable position to now ask them and to relax. And the issue of 25%, somebody is asking, why was it not mentioned? The only witness that they will call for the 25% will be the judges, the Supreme Court judges that interpret the law. So there is no need bringing the issue of 25% because the people who will give evidence with respect to that one is the judges themselves. But they know it is part of our prayer. And during the pre-hearing, they have made their own argument. So it was covered technically, even though they didn't bring witness to come and say, did you read the Constitution? Because it's only the judges that can interpret the Constitution, as the case may be. So we are in a good position here. I'll leave it for now. I'll come back and comment more, but let me just leave it for now. But I believe that so far so good what Labour Party has done in the court.
Okay, so to take it off from the 25%, for the person who wishes to know that everything about this petition is contained on that very depositions that is brought before the court, meaning say the 25% there inside there. And now evidence for this first half, now we move in. So that's why every day now load and loads of evidence now they shoot in. So when we finish, INEC and Tinubu and Shetima, their own defense, then that's why then they call them respondent. So when on the final judgment, you hear say when they finish, the justices or the judges then go talk say they reserve their dissent at their judgments. And the other people go talk say they reserve their comments at their final address. So when they finish all these things, then go package and put them, then go tell us. So waiting, then go talk for that 25%. If we know they're satisfied with it, then we now take it up to Supreme Court, make them reinterpret. Because whether, I'm coming, Dr. Chioma, I'm really coming to you next. So whether now we get now our interpretation they agree to and tell Tinubu say make him bring the mandate back, Tinubu go still go Supreme Court. So that's why they talk say when we finish, it go still reach Supreme Court, whether we like him or not. Because person will come collect your something, no go give you back the thing easily. So Dr. Chioma, what I'm coming to you with is what David Hundeyin said actually. And I want it to be displayed on the screen so that I'll read it out while it's being displayed on the screen. He tweeted something this morning and he said, what I really want to see is how the appeal court and the Supreme Court judges will manage to wriggle out of giving a remotely sensible judgment. Given the ridiculous way that Bola Tinubu went about submitting forgeries as a hubris-filled fool that he is, well, now so intake time, not me be the person where they call anybody fool. Now so when they intake talk and now so I take position. I really want to know. And if you go to that in tweet, you go see say him bring that fake certificate again. Can't even they show the place where we say then go manufacture the fake certificate. He say if you go online for there, you go see her. So if you go for David Undeyin tweet page, you go see all those things. He explain and well. Even people where they ask some question, they there. So Dr. Chioma, I beg, as in take talk, these appeal courts and Supreme Court judges say in the thing how they go fit manage to wriggle out of giving a remotely sensible judgment. Waiting be your take.
I greet everybody. Thank you. And you don't choke them, hold them for neck. You don't like my sister talked yesterday. It's like a bone, fish bone that got stuck. So we are all watching. We are not done. We are not done. The second half, remember when in court, they will say object till later, even Labour Party. That's when the object to later. I'm just trying to simplify. It will come in. And if Labour Party needs to cross-examine people, that's the second half. That's when all this will start. So in terms of courts, remember, tribunal in Nigeria was started around 1966 to try, because of military takeover. They were the one that actually set up military tribunals to, for inquiry of public administrators, So that is when it came about because of fraud and corruption. Okay, this is, to be honest with you, can I be blunt? You see Tinubu, you see his people, you see Mahmoud, you see a lot of people in INEC, they need to be in jail. They need to be in jail. This is even beyond what they did on election day. So I'm answering your question. From the certificate, this is pre-election, right? So everything that, started up until the election and after the election, the swearing in of Tinubu, everybody involved is answerable to Nigerian people. So you don't shoot them. So wherever they can't wriggle out of it, they can't wriggle out of it. If you say he's gonna be declared president, but prior to the process, he committed crime. He, accomplices, alibis, everybody needs to be locked up. And so just to explain to you, this is when tribunals was set up in why it came about. So we are watching to see, and there's even the most corrupt judge will find it very difficult, to be honest with you. Although Nigerians are shameless, I'm sorry to say, I'm Nigerian, we are really shameless. We are really shameless. For Tinubu to be the president, we have sold our soul to the devil. This is, this is the climax of corruption, the climax of this is, I understand, but sometimes things have to go worse to be, there is hope, because sometimes things have to be worse and everything exposed, okay, for things to start getting better. And that's where we are, okay? We are on our way to healing. We are on our way to be compensated. We are on our way to become a great nation again. So that's my take on it. Thank you.
Okay. Madam Juliet, I see say your mother do this very certificate where they be doing in the talk, where everybody talk everywhere. You get the place where them talk, say make them go check the thing for enter. I true go come. I fit really get certificate from that Chicago State University and carry and go give INEC. Tell them say na for dear me high school, and then go collect them from my hand, and nobody go talk anything for Nigeria if I want contest for president. E get as e be o, because when I go for that very place, I see say I fit just change, put my own name or put Juliet even there myself, the thing go come work. So I don't know whether you don't even check the thing and compare the something, the one where they with INEC say screen, and we don't where they with INEC get the INEC stamp when take submit them. But the main one where come out from the Chicago State University, that very one day, now only 2 people even sign and myself. The other one plenty signature. So as this thing don't enter court now, no be only talk, it be again. It don't become evidence. As it there for screen, now this one where there for screen, now him be the one where be say na fake Chicago certificate. Now this one, then they talk say they don't give it there for INEC as we they talk now. And no be only talk, it don't enter court. The second one wey enter now, na the original one, just 2 people sign them. And this one, no dey with INEC. And court hold this one. That's why Hundeyin, they ask that question, say, in wonder how this court of appeal and Supreme Court won't take drag themselves come out from this one again because they don't enter court. Waiting be your take.
Is that these past 3 weeks, I've been so happy and pleased, first of all, with the lawyers and the son that is working with Peter Obi. They are marvelous and wonderful people, and also the witnesses. The coming weeks is going to be more interesting now. Now case won't start for court. People where they say they don't close case against Tinubu or whatever they talked about, they are just dreaming. Now the case won't really start. When David Udein said this, that was weeks or months ago, I went to that website and I saw what he was talking about. There are lots and lots of fake certificates in that website. I checked it. So with this coming to the court now, the court had admitted it. All these things, they give me joy. All the things that Peter Obi and the lawyer have brought to court don't admit them. Even the ones PDP have brought also, court has admitted them. Now, they are going to come now to start defending themselves. So that now the case won't really start. May we see how they will defend all the things where the sons for Peter Obi don't bring to court. Like all those blur results and all that. And like what my brother said, that 25% is there. So if people think they not bring them up, they shouldn't worry. It's there. The judges are going to talk about that. And that one, the Constitution is well explained by itself. So we want to see how the judges will maneuver them or talk and say is not a guarantee for someone to be the president of Nigeria. We want to hear that. That aside, on these cases, I'm really happy with how things are going now. So, like I said before, and I will keep on saying it, even if the judiciary doesn't want to say the right thing, they have no choice than to do the right thing. Now they have no choice. Because how can you imagine somebody coming to court say, I won this state. These are my evidence that I won it. Even the ones that he won, he is still contesting that in court. That even, okay, Anambra, I won it, but that is not my right numbers. I was still wriggled out of my real right numbers. That is why I am still contesting it. How can you come with such robust, and they will say they will not do the right thing? A little time, like they said, is a placeholder on that seat. He's going to leave. Imagine him going to disgrace us when he went to Paris. Going to disgrace us when he went to Paris. He didn't come out for the summit. And all his people are saying, oh, he has gone to do this in Paris. He has gone to do this. And he never went out. He only attended the opening ceremony. And he sent a representative to go in and talk for him. But they did not allow him. How can somebody be a president of a nation, a great and a big nation like Nigeria? In fact, we are getting our mandates back. That is my hope and joy. The thing that pains me so much, are those that are backing him up. All those his followers that are backing him up. It really pains me for them that they can open their eyes and back such a criminal to lead this country. Is unheard of. I just can't imagine it, honestly. But having said that, the case is going to be more interesting coming this week from on the 3rd of July. The case is going to be more interesting, and then we are going to get our mandate back at the end of it all.
Please, I have one question. Paris, is it not Paris that Tinubu goes for medical treatment? Just a question. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you so
Yes.
much. And another question is, you're asking why people are supporting him. Nigerian politics until now is about my pocket, my family, what I can grab. So
It's so
I've
annoying.
answered your question. That is why they are supporting him.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Make una no take my
All right.
moderation title from me. Na me be the person wey still dey moderate. Okay. So my people, when I hear Dr. Chioma talk, and as Madam Julia take answer the question, na the verse most people, but e get something where they sweet us at the same time because better things happen. As then they close that very case yesterday for that first half, better things happen. And that's why even the judges where they court, they stay from morning till night. It never happened since before. Now, this time it happened. And now Peter Obi, they make those things happen. This is the first time you have this kind of bundle and quantum of evidence shoot into the court. This is the first time that somebody will, so PDP will subpoena a witness for them who come to court to testify for them. Raise up his hand to the judge when they asked him, are you a member of PDP? And he said he is obedient. My brothers, my sisters, some people, our old time talk, they talk say make you use your tongue, they count your teeth. I don't know how they take talk am, but waiting I want tell on and make on understand. This our generation, they different. We are meant to break this jinx. Now we, God anoint and appoint this our generation to close this very hustle when then they hustle everybody where they Niger and they go end. So I dey happy with that Enahoro. It dey very clear with court where they tell and say whether in vote for the person when they come testify. He clearly tell them say him be obedient. You no need to. They no even ask him again whether na Peter Obi go vote for. He clearly said he's obedient. So you get even many of these people where come they testify for Atiku and the PDP. Most of them obedience them be. Now when you ask them, now you go know. So make we understand this propaganda where APC they carry, media propaganda, will go from this side, they push it out. If they push them in through that side, will they push them out through the other side because they want distract us with several things where then they come up with. Now they don't begin to deny say the salary increase. Say no be them talk amo. Nothing we will not go here for this Nigeria. Even something where we say mainstream media don't carry. Then come begin the talk saying that Peter Obi they go talk fake news and something like that. But now then carry the news they go about. When they bring distraction, it no work for them. Then go find another thing. So anyway, make we they look at waiting day in. As my people are so now they watch us now. Make una like. Share this very video, make other people know waiting they happen. Make them know they fall for the things where this propaganda, where then they carry about. Because now the game just they start. The court just take this break, like 10 days. By the 3rd of July, they will resume. And at that time, now the people where they defend the matter, then go begin defend. Everything where we don't carry enter court, they don't enter. Then go come begin the defend them one by one. Now that time, Mahmoud suppose even come because now then they defend them. You go come defend that declaration when give. That's why we the talk say, make we join hands together. Know how we go fit force and make him come out, come answer us. Because if we miss him now, I don't know whether now for Supreme Court, now we go bring them, make it come answer as witness. But as we there for this place now, from the 3rd of July, then go begin to bring their case in. So that time, their defense will begin to answer them. This kind questions where then they question, now we go begin to hit them with our own. For example, as Dr. Eteba take talk, if they talk your person there for the drug, we go look and say, can you look at this very result and show us, like as it happened yesterday with Tanko Yunusa, in go talk say na blood result. We go talk and say your lord or my lord, the result is blank. So, but anyway, when he reach that time, we go know how we go take deal with them. Onyeka, the ICT experts, where they talk about how these beavers take the compromise and how they take put asunder on that very 25th of February through removing the destiny day with us for Zoom. Onyeka, if you did there, make you for give our viewers insights on how this evidence where they bring in, say the evidence where they come out from beavers, they different from waiting INEC declare. If you did there, make you forgive them, make them understand, say, our people do better job bring those things in, especially from our own side and the PDP side.
Thank you, everyone. So the thing is, what happened now, because that's the number one evidence. I've been talking about this, right? Thank God I did not Peter have an ICT expert there who is going to work on all these things, right? So the first thing you have to do there is that whatever they put on the beavers machine, whatever all the doctored result that Mahmoud put on the beavers machine and what the guys saw on the beavers is different. Because when you upload anything on the machine, it's going to show you the date, the time, and the hour.
Onyeka, your audio seems audible. Your audio, yes. Can you adjust your audio? I think it's not sounding so good in my ears.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but it's not really sounding good.
But is it sounding okay now?
Oh, very well. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. So what I was trying to say, I said, thank God that Mr. Peter Obi was able to hire an ICT cybersecurity analyst who looked into this whole very thing, because I was saying it before that whatever INEC did, the way he doctored those results and upload them on the machine, is still going to be recorded, because whatever you do is going to record. Like for instance, the day of the election and those results, if those results was uploaded on that day, it will show the day and the time and the hours the result was uploaded. Now, me looking at what Yakub Mahmoud did, if he has uploaded those doctored results, the cybersecurity expert should see it, the day, the time, and the hours that he uploaded the result. Secondly, Atiku Abubakar was able to conduct forensic investigation. I don't know the extent the guy did that, but what the guy did was the analyzing aspect of it. But because Mahmoud did not give them the real EC8 form for them to investigate between the one that was uploaded on the polling unit and the one that Mahmoud uploaded, because there is difference. These papers are not the same. So his expert did not do anything on that one, but he was able to find out that they've wiped out everything. This is to tell you that these people don't know what they are doing. And the other aspect of that is the Peter Obi cybersecurity. He was able to find out information that these people, they uploaded even a textbook on the IRF. So they did a wrong job. Don't forget that if the ICT guy had done something different, more into it, because I don't know what he did. He only I don't know if he conducted a pen testing on that material to see more in depth. Maybe that was what instruction that P2B gave him, but that's okay. He did a good job. So this one now has showed INEC that whatever they uploaded on that IRF, they did a wrong job because they are messing with the wrong generation. Every information that we need, we're able to get them on that IRF. So when he uploads his result, it's going to show the date and it's different from what the ICT expert have on that day. So this is going to be a problem to Mahmoud and INEC.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. Our people now don't hear and better things they come. Dr. Etel, I beg that yesterday as they won't close the matter for PDP, he get something where we say it come up again from that Nehoro where be their star witness. He talks something about NYSC certificate. Here the one of NYSC. But he get the calculation when I they do, but now you will be say you sabi deal with numbers. From the time, I think Tinubu's age, I think 1952, his date of birth, either 1952 or thereabout. If you do the calculation to the time where then start and the deduct them, now which age you go be that time? Because then talk say that certificate, that NYC certificate, then talk say within the column. Make you do the calculation for us. Make you analyze that certificate small. Because I know say you sabi analyze that kind of thing well.
The issue with the certificate came in twofold. The NYSC discharge certificate, they called it, came in twofold. And it is challenging because based on what what was said in the certificate when he graduated, from what we have in his certificate, it said that he was issued this certificate in 1979, all right? If we do the maths of 2023 minus 1979, it gives us 44 years ago. That was when he graduated. And we do know that this person is currently 71 years. So if we do the maths, it gives us a number that shows that he graduated at 27 years. If we use the official number that that we know officially that he has today, he turned 71 this year just before the election. It means that he was that he graduated 44 years ago. And now, if we look at the whole thing, it means that he graduated when he was 27 years. So under normal circumstance, he should have served, not actually getting a discharge certificate. That's point number one. Okay, let us assume that he graduated as a foreign student and got busy and he didn't come in to serve, which I don't know if the law permits that. But let's look at it this way. The certificate we had yesterday was a discharge certificate. Now, the law that permits, the exemption certificate, please. The law that permits exemption in NYSC came into effect in 1985. But we were told that the exemption certificate he had was pretty much earlier than 1985. So the question again is, did someone got exempted even before the law came into effect? That is another challenge here. Then the third challenge that had to do with the same NYSC certificate is that it is currently, according to what was produced by Enahoro, is bearing Adekunle. Okay, the candidate of APC, we have always known that the A in his name, even as it appears on the degree certificate, the A in his name was bearing Ahmed. So did this person graduate as an Ahmed and then got NYSC certificate as Adekunle? At what stage did the name change from, the middle name change from Adekunle from Ahmed to Adekunle and back to Ahmed? Was there affidavit of the change of name that corroborated all these things? Anybody has a right to change name though. But I do know that Bayelsa State, APC lost their governorship seat in Bayelsa State after 2020, I think around January 2020. And the reason is because the deputy governor had a whole lot of confusion in his name declaration. After a certain time, he declares a name, he changes a name, and it was just so confusing. And PDP went to court and got a judgment that made it impossible for the governor to be sworn in the next day, even though it was a problem with the deputy, and they say it was a joint certificate. So in summary, there are three challenges now that we have here that may be bordering again on perjury and other things and forgery here. Number one is that the time this candidate graduated, based on the age that we know today, he couldn't have been given, according to NYSC Act, he couldn't have been given an exemption. For some reason, NYSC decided to say, okay, we are going to give you because you're one. The time the exemption certificate was issued, the law that permitted the exemption hadn't even come into effect. And thirdly, we're having confusion. We Nigerians are having confusion here as per how the name that is on the degree certificate, which you will use to apply to NYSC to get a call-up paper, is different from the name that is on the NYSC certificate. And now the NYSC certificate, the name has also changed from the one that is the candidate's name. If such a thing did happen, there should be a legal affidavit that showed when all these changes in names are coming in. And if they are not there, that's a big question that, according to David Hunde today, the judges are going to have to answer to Nigerians. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Ete, thank you for making this very, very apt and very clear. Though I do my own calculation, me I no be that kind math guru. I do my own math. I can't see say it be like saying na 29 years in the time we be say according from his age and that I see 29 years. When you dey talk now, I can't do the calculation. I can't get 29, but I don't know, Sha. Even at 29, he still no be, suppose get the other kind of certificate where they call say he gets. You understand? So I just say make I bring that one up. Say.
Age.
Yeah, you exempted at 30. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So forgive me if my calculations were a bit rusty. I was just thinking.
Make it be the person where do the wrong calculation myself. I just they talk say as you they talk now they do the calculation for here.
It's irrelevant. It's under 30.
It's
under 30.
It's under 30 now. They mean say it's still there under 30, and that's one where they talk say exemption. Suppose apply, but you get another thing where you add. They say even if they apply as at that time, make we check the other things where they there. Okay. We don't hit these very points because plenty things dey, and we want discuss waiting for the next half where we want enter now. We be saying that defense won't open their case. They won't show us how they take arrive to the number where they take declare to Nubu winner. So as you come they reach that time, we get 10 days in. We need to strategize as our own lawyers they strategize because na their court they na hit there for their own side. So we myself make we meet, know how go put more heat to them because now na their own time to carry their matter enter court. We don't carry all our own and all the questions when no they relevant, whether they use neighbor to neighbor generator. I pass my neighbor, whether you get light, whether you get phone. Now the kind of questions where then they ask for court, we see all those things for transcript. But now we be say they won't bring their own defense. Make we myself plan our own. Make our own where then they call public opinion, make it for count. Obedience worldwide plenty. People will be saying a well-meaning Nigerians, them plenty around the world. Make we for me see how we fit help change Nigeria through Mr. Peter Obi, His Excellency. You get this meeting where we dey now. I encourage our people because here we dey more than 1,000 something persons where they watch live now. Almost 2,000 persons they watch live. Make we enter this Zoom. Make we have small meeting. Make this meeting generate to something where we say it go help in the next half because that very half where we go enter now they are the deciding points there. So make we meet. Make you check that very button where there for the comment section now. If you go comment section, you go see the place where they say enter that Zoom. make you enter. Even if na 5 minutes, make we talk small before we go close. So with that very one, I go one talk say our time they give us signal. And signal make I for carry kaya come off for studio, make I go join that meeting. If I join that meeting, I dey call everybody, make them join us. But before I go, I want tell una say get one of our person wey support Obidati Family TV. Say make we take something, they take buy data and the rest of all we thank am. That one they separate. So he give us one video where we say make we produce for am, make we show. So one show now that very advert when we produce for am, saying if you get any obedience or when in Nigeria we get better thing where you want make we show our people, make them see we fit put them together. If you die according to what we they do, we go show them. So producer, I beg make you show our people that very thing, the person where we say he support us, make them see the small adverts where we want to do for them.
Are you planning a trip to Anambra State, Nigeria, and you need a place of comfort, a place to relax and catch some fun? Well, Donri's Hotel and Suite Oka is the place.
So my people, on a welcome back. So I don't see how we take do that advert for Don Rees. I mean, it's a comfortable place as you guys can see. So anybody who has the opportunity of coming to Anambra State, always choose Don Rees Hotel. So with that one, we will talk say, and I don't try to join us today, make we go for Zoom, make we go put our heads together to know how to move Nigerian port. On a bye-bye for now.